Hey, this is Brian Parsons. I would like to welcome you to ICT Inc. This is my first podcast where I have already interviewed many artists from the Wichita area, and I plan on branching out and interviewing many more throughout the whole entire state of Kansas. If you like this podcast, we definitely appreciate any feedback from you. Please give us a like and a follow as well. Thanks for tuning into ICT Inc. Enjoy the podcast. Back in the day, that's one thing coils were real good at, making everything really red.
Yeah.
And if you could do anything to keep that red away, it was very helpful.
Yeah.
And we could use witch hazel in our ink, and then every once in a while clean off with it, and it looked like it wasn't matte at all.
Yeah. Man,
it helped a lot.
I'm gonna pull out my coils pretty soon, man. I still got them on the shelf. It's been a while.
I've been talking about it for the last 4 or 5 years, and I still haven't done it.
Yeah, I just love the convenience of my pens, because like instead of having to have 4 machines out, I got 1 machine and 4 cartridges. I love that convenience, but sometimes I miss the sound of it. But then I've been at conventions where I'm like, damn, turn that thing off. Please turn that shit off.
I think some of them sound good. Like I was worried. Damon and Peyton at the shop, they use coils. And I was like, man, this is going to be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Theirs are a little more fine-tuned than what we used to do.
You can tell. You can tell.
It's not so obnoxious, really.
Yeah. What does he use?
I'm not sure what coils he uses right now. He does those, and he has a Bishop.
Okay, nice.
So he uses both.
Yeah, I'm going to do it, man. I got some good ones over there, man. I'm going to pull them out. Maybe give me some hard line work in pretty soon,
That's definitely what they're good for.
Yeah, I might turn it on like, nah, this shit's loud. Let me get my Bishop.
That's what I did one time. I said I was going to do that.
Yeah.
And then I started running it in like 5 minutes. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. This is... Dude, you can hear anything around you, man.
I think there's a lot of factors to coil machines. Due to just how my back is, I can't work very long with those iron frames.
Oh, yeah.
But they work the best. But if you get an aluminum frame where it's lighter and you can move it around better, it's more maneuverable.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't stress you out, but they are loud, they are chattery.
Oh, yeah.
They're obnoxious.
But man, you get some good lines, some nice heavy lines.
I have 2 of my favorite machines, and they're both FK irons from way back when he was just doing coils.
Yeah, man.
He's one of the guys that was the loudest about no rotaries.
Yeah. Oh man.
Then he dominated the tattoo industry with rotaries.
Yep, man.
But he was so against them.
Yeah.
But I had got some of those way back, and they were these A13 aircraft aluminum.
Yeah.
And they did 1.5 coils.
Oh.
So your back coil is like a half coil.
Huh.
And it just, he replaced, like he even did rebuilds. So I set some of my machines, and he'd do a rebuild, and they felt like half the weight.
Yeah.
Just from when he messed with them.
And they ran just as strong with a half coil. I've seen the ones with single coil, never seen a half coil.
So it's like there's a full coil, and then it's like a little shorty.
Yeah.
And it does its job well.
Yeah.
You don't need as much power on the negative side.
Yeah. Huh.
But actually, you don't even have to have it, really. When you have those single coils.
Yeah.
I kind of want a single coil because I actually was talking to Jimmy Litwalk the other night. He had showed me a picture of one he has, and
he builds
one.
He builds them?
No, but he collects.
Gotcha.
He collects a lot.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Like now, buying coils, it's a collector's piece. Probably wouldn't. It would be from guys that I respect that still build. I just want to put it on my shelf.
I bought some only a few years ago.
Yeah,
and they're just they haven't got used yet.
Yeah.
They're just in my collection.
Yeah, dude. Just put them up, keep them dust off, and one of these days. But
that is what I do miss about that.
Yeah,
they were a work of art.
Yeah, they were.
Especially when some of them were built and manufactured in big companies, but then some of them were one guy.
Yeah, dude. I call them the ones I would build. I call them Frankensteins. You know, I would just take a box full of parts and build me a badass machine. It was an art to that. You know. Like making this box of scraps a badass machine. All I need is some good coils. If I got good coils,
Yeah.
I can take parts, 15-year-old parts, and dust it. I clean them up real good and have a nice machine, man.
I went to some classes for APT.
Yeah,
Probably about, it might have been about 2010.
yeah,
And so I was going to those every year, and they did some machine building classes.
yeah.
And I think the first year I went,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you were able to build your own coil machine.
Nice,
And
nice.
I had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
And it was real crazy. Some of these people, they've ordered them and used them, but
Yeah.
they never built them in their lives.
Yeah.
And when I was trained, I had to build, like, that was the first thing I had to know.
Yeah.
I had to build it.
Hell yeah.
He would
dude.
take it apart and throw it in a box and
Yeah.
say, put that back together.
Yeah, dude. You gotta know your tools, man. Like, you know, the stuff you use every day. If it shits out on you at a show or during a tattoo, you gotta be able to put that thing back together. You gotta get it back running.
You
know,
break a spring.
Yeah, get back. You gotta do something right
I
now.
broke rear springs
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know if
man.
I just ran them too hard or what.
Yeah.
But I broke those things all the time.
But now, like, if my machine quits, I'm like, oh no, what do I do? Like, let me call them.
Yeah.
I gotta send it in now. You know.
Yeah, I tell
'Cause-
everybody backups.
Yeah, they don't even. Yeah, I got backups. We keep those, but they don't even want you to take them apart now.
Yeah.
You know, if you get a FK or a Bishop, you take it apart, your warranty's dead. You know, so just send it in if it starts acting up. You know, I found that out the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah, found that out the hard way.
That's-
With my first Zion, I took it apart, tried to figure it out myself, and they were like, "Well, now you owe us $250, but it's gonna be a brand new machine when you get it back." You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
they threw me a new motor in it, and I ran it for another 5 years. You know, yo, man,
Yeah. That is definitely the difference in rotaries and coils for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, because on the fly, but you had to carry your little rebuild kit.
Yeah, yeah.
All the little screws,
Yep.
springs, and all the little alignment tools.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if it died on you and that's your favorite machine,
yep.
you can just
Put that thing
fix it.
together. Yep.
And that was really nice.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things about coils I do miss.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, the art of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It was something special about building that machine and doing a tattoo with that you
Yeah.
built last night. You know.
I think when I do remember them is in a world where I wasn't so busy.
Yeah.
And now that I got to that point where I was busy and booking out months or most of the year, I just didn't have time to
Yeah.
tinker with them.
Yeah.
And I jumped into coils or rotaries probably pretty early. I think around 2009. Actually, yeah, that's when I first opened the shop.
Yeah.
It was 2008.
Okay.
And I was using one here and there, kind of back and forth with coils in this one little rotary. And I had Mario Venegas working for me.
Yeah.
And
Uncle
he
Mario.
he would make fun of me every fucking time.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, dude, I'm about to run to the Guitar Center, man. Do you need me to get you some needles?"
Yeah. Dude, funny you say that because honestly, at the electric chair, I was the last one using coils.
Yeah.
They tried to get me over and over and over just to put them up. I was the last one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Denzel's not here. I don't hear his coils, you know?
Yeah.
So you mentioned Mario. Mario's always on top of new stuff. He had the Quadrant, like their first rotary machine.
Yeah,
it wasn't a pin yet, but he had that and he would pass it around the whole shop. We all tried out. Then Bobby Stark, she had the Neotat. Neotat
yeah.
set, a liner initiators, still some of my favorite, but they need a grip and stuff. You know, it's not a pin. But that was a great set, the Neotat. Yeah.
I still like the Neotat.
Yeah. That
I forget
rotary
the
set.
name of it was the more hexagony looking, not the hex one, but
Yeah.
it was start with a V.
Huh.
But that was
That might be the
that's
same one I got
liked.
over there. Yeah, because I bought it from Bobby. It was I know the hexagon, but it's the same shape, but it's smooth instead of being hexagon. So I got
Yeah,
the
yeah,
liner and the shader when the shader's like a box, like a cube looking
Yeah,
machine.
yeah.
Yeah, but those were good. But yeah, they for years they told me, man, just you want to get you some needles from the guitar store, stuff like that. Because I loved it, man. I love that weight. If I want some heavy lines, I got my heavyweight machine in my hand, you
Yeah.
know. So it was a learning curve trying to make that weight myself, trying to balance it myself. I was so used to having something heavy in my hand, and you know we gotta protect our wrists, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I think when I went into rotaries, I got those tubes from T-Tech.
Oh yeah.
So I still got big grips, and they were nice and heavy still,
Yeah.
so it helped out a lot.
The metal ones? Oh yeah, dude, I miss those too.
I still can't use any disposables out there.
Yeah, I don't miss cleaning them, but damn, I had some really big hand feeling like big ass grips, dude. Dude, you do some damage with those too. Throw it across the parking lot.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah. I remember when I was apprenticing.
Yeah.
I was, because I had been doing some tattooing before. And,
Yeah.
This guy was so old school that they were like pencil grips.
Oh yeah.
And if I ever used one of those, my hands hurt so bad from tattooing with them. And then he was like, "Hey, it's time for us to get your first size, your first grips and stuff. What size you looking for?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm gonna go right up to 1 inch."
Yeah.
It's like, that really that
1.
big?
Yep.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like, give me a 2-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me. I like it. The bigger, I feel more comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels natural to me instead of a pencil, But even on my iPad, I got a grip I can slide on my pencil to feel like I'm tattooing,
Yeah.
I like those.
I did have one, and I don't know, I just stopped using it. And I feel like I maybe would use my iPad to draw more.
Yeah.
If I had that.
Yeah.
Because I used to just get pencils and I just wrap them up real good and just draw whenever.
The only thing that killed that for me was like now the pencil's magnet to the side of your iPad. So I had to take it off every time. So that's why I don't use it that much anymore. But they feel nice.
They used to have those grips. I bet they're still out.
Yeah.
Where they twist.
Oh.
And you could put in a new tip and tube.
Oh.
And they locked in by twisting it.
What?
So if you can find one of those out there, I don't know if they ever came that big.
Yeah.
I think 1 inch might be the biggest they were.
Yeah, and then you can
But
add to it. Yeah.
You could just easily twist it and take it out and charge it.
Hell yeah. Damn, I hadn't seen those, dude.
That was a gimmick for a minute because people wanted the weight of everything.
Yeah.
But they wanted to use that disposable tip.
Yeah.
Was so they could get clean color.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I do not miss cleaning tattoo equipment.
No.
I don't miss that at all. Hours of cleaning the whole shop's tubes and
And especially Eternal came out and it was harder to scrub that ink out.
Yeah. Man, Bill's character. But man.
You know the best thing to clean those tubes?
What's that?
Apprentices.
Yo, hell yeah, it is. I was like, what solution? I'm like, bet I know the solution. I tried everything, but yeah,
You make
apprentices.
them do it.
Hell yeah, dude. Man, then when they graduate, like, dude, I clean my fair share of tubes.
Why do you think I have a new apprentice every time?
Hell yeah, for real.
It's because I don't want to clean nothing.
Yeah, dude, because like, man, once Sarah's done, like, shit, we got to do everything.
Yeah, as soon as I start walking over there and tearing down my station, then I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I'll usually start, telling everybody, like, this is my last one. I ain't doing no more.
Yeah,
I ain't
dude.
got time for this. And then after I spend a couple months tearing down my station, I'm like, I think it's time.
Yeah. And Sarah's really good, man. That's one thing I love about Sarah, man. She's very proactive, man. That's one big factor when I pick an apprentice. I like initiative, man. I don't want to be your boss. I don't want to be your dad. Like, I don't want to have to tell anybody what to do. I don't want to hold your hand. Like, we're all adults, so everybody should pick up behind themselves. But I like an apprentice that comes in and finds something to do, because there's always something to do, always. So, like, that's one thing I love about the initiative. She does things without us asking her to, and that goes a long way in life, We don't have to stay on you about just being proactive, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a good boss. Like, we're all adults. I don't want to have to tell somebody, like, yo, hey, can you wipe down your toolbox? Can you wipe your trash? Dude, no, you're an adult, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I didn't ever become a shop owner and stuff just to tell orders. But I want everybody to have this, the same standard.
Yeah,
And just be
yeah.
like, care as much about tattooing as I do.
Yeah, for sure. That's it. Like,
That's the time I'm usually the angry boss.
Yeah.
Is when I'm like watching them not
Respect
take
the
it
craft.
seriously.
Respect the craft, for sure, man. For sure. Because it's man, I had somebody tell me not too long ago, she was like, oh, I do it on the side. It's just a hobby to me. I'm like, oh, it's my lifestyle, man. Like, we sacrifice a lot for this. This means a lot to me,
Yeah.
I love this, like, I love my kids so much, but I love tattooing almost just as much,
Yeah.
I love this so much, man. It created such a good life, man. And I'm no millionaire, damn near 1,000 there. You know, I'm comfortable doing what I'm happy doing. Yeah, I'm happy to tattoo. I don't need $1 million, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy that tattooing created this life. I can take care of my kids and support a household.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know, getting to wake up and do something I enjoy.
I once had an apprentice. Well, no, I think he had already passed everything.
Yeah.
But he once looked at me and said, I got into tattooing for convenience. And I wanted to hit him so much.
Yeah. That's offensive.
I threw a chair at him.
That's offensive.
So that's the joke that Alex has about me throwing a chair at him.
Yeah, I wonder where that came from.
So yeah, like he jokes like, dude, I feel kind of insulted.
Yeah.
You haven't thrown a chair at me. I was like, I've never gotten that mad at an apprentice except for that one time. It's just after having a long talk, like he's like, I don't know how to get so passionate about it. And I sat there and tell him all the sacrifices I made. It's like, you made your share of sacrifices. You got into this field, into this field for your end goal to be tattooing.
Yeah.
And then you gave up on tattooing right away.
Yeah.
And, you know, just doesn't show love. And if you really love it, put everything you have into it. And then it becomes easy to do that every day.
Then it shows. It shows in your work if you love it too, man. Like, just the long nights. We sacrifice a lot, getting turned down and just being broke as hell. Man, the broke days, bro, as an apprentice, like, oh man, broke as hell, dude. And just not being able to not having $1 to your name. And you know, it's so much sacrifice, bro. I got turned down so many times before I got my first true apprenticeship. I even started
a lot.
I started apprenticeship and they just wanted to get me on a no compete contract. And they knew I was tattooing from home. So I got into the shop. They took everything I had, made me sign this contract, and then had me in the shop but wouldn't even let me watch them tattoo. They wouldn't talk to me. That was back home in Tupelo, Mississippi, man. And you know, this shop, they knew I was getting good, gaining traction, and it's like, hey, we got to get him out the streets. Like, he's building too much of a name. Yeah. Get him on the contract. So I eventually quit, and I didn't have, when I quit, they kept all my stuff, you know, so I didn't have anything. And then took off to Atlanta, and Alex Guma gave me a fair shot. So, dude, it's just, the sacrifice, having to uproot your life, dude, you know.
I had an opportunity, and I was going to apprentice at a shop. Yeah. And then, I don't know what exactly happened. They just kind of stopped talking to me out of the blue. Yeah. And then I did start working in a shop right before they started regulating everything. Yeah. And then I went out of town, worked in another shop out of state, come back, and they had grandfathered everybody in, and I couldn't. Yeah. It was just...
They couldn't let you in? Oh.
And I hadn't worked in that shop very long. I was only in there for like a couple weeks here and there. But... You know, I was tattooing out of it. That was my job. Yeah. And then leave for like 2 weeks, come back and find out that I'm not allowed to go back to work.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
And then I asked the state, it's like, so what do I need to do? And they're like, oh, well, you have to be an apprentice. Yeah. And stuff is like, okay, cool. What do I need to do to be an apprentice? And they're like, well, you have to find a licensed trainer. And all that. It's like, okay, do you guys got a list of licensed trainers? Like, we don't. Not for 5 years. I want to be a licensed trainer for 5 years. And I was like, what? Yeah. So, like, I just wasn't allowed to.
For 5 years.
Then when the first 5 years came by, one of the guys that I cleaned for all the time, you know, I spent 5 years going up to his shop cleaning. It was outside of town. Yeah. And stuff. And then out of the blue, he just decided, nah, this other guy's helping me work on my car. So I'm going to go train him.
Yeah. And for somebody to say, I do this for convenience, or it's just my hobby. Just do it in my free time. Dude, that's offensive, bro. Because we put up a lot of sacrifice to be where we are today, man. Like, I take it serious. I remember I was doing my apprenticeship, and it was another guy from another shop. He was apprentice too. We were all having a 2-shop double date dinner. You know what I mean? And they were going around the table. So, hey, why do you want to be a tattooer? And he's like, well, why not? I was like, oh, dude, they asked him to leave. Like, hey, go home, bro. You know, that's a terrible answer, you know. Well, why not? It's just, you know, it's cool, you know. Like, you just want to be a rock star, you know. Like, people get caught up in that. We can do what we want, look how we want, make your own schedule, travel. Yeah. It's a rock star life. It can be a rock star lifestyle. But that's why it's good to have a family. You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I've run into that before. Yeah. I had one apprentice. And that's all he thought about.
Yeah. Just want to be cool.
There was too many good artists here in town, so he decided he had to leave town. And then when there became too many good artists in the town he was at, he had to leave that town.
He wanted to be the cool guy, you know.
And that's all that really seemed to matter.
Yeah. Nah,
and that's kind of sad, like, you know. And I think there was moments where, as I worked, like, I wanted to feel like I was the best.
Yeah.
And sometimes at certain types of designs, I was the best at one time.
Yeah.
But then here comes all the younger kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're coming.
They start showing us up.
Yeah, they are, bro. As we speak, bro. As we speak. But I leave young artists with this. Like I usually tell them, like, to figure out your why you do this shit. You know, because if you know why you tattoo, it'll never get old to you. I feel like a lot of guys do it for 20, 30, 40 years, and it becomes their job. You know, it becomes fuck you, pay me. You know.
Yeah.
You've seen that attitude a lot in our industry. They don't love what they do anymore. So what I love about tattooing is the ability to give somebody something they're proud of. It could be covering scars. It could be covering an old tattoo they were ashamed of. They don't even want to show their body because they're ashamed of this tattoo, you know? So knowing your why and having a reason to come to your shop and do this every day, it can't get old. But if you want to be cool guy, make a lot of money, get a bunch of women, it's gonna get old to you. You know, it's nothing. You know, it's no substance in that. You know,
we got a few of them around town.
Dude,
bad reputations.
Bad for our business.
There's a lot of them. They're just not improving their tattooing.
Yeah,
there's some of them that are good, but you know, that shouldn't be your focus.
Yeah, it's bad for business, man. So if you don't love it anymore, you don't know why you're doing it, you should back out because it's hurting us. The people that do love it, live for it. You know. Hey, that's just, you're in it to hit on women or be Mr. Cool rock star guy. You know, that's
exactly.
Man, there's too much of that in our industry, man.
Yeah, that's the stuff that used to rub me the wrong way all the time.
Yeah.
As soon as I have an apprentice acting like that, there's a fight.
Oh yeah, get out of here.
We're gonna get into it.
Get out of here, man. Know why you're doing it, man. It'll never get old. You gotta respect the craft. The craft will respect you. Respect your clients. They respect you even more. You know, that just goes with respecting yourself, you know?
Exactly.
You know, and that you'll feel that in the studio when you walk in.
That's kind of how my attitude is. Like, I have the utmost respect for everybody that comes into my shop. Yeah. But I also want them to have the same respect towards what brought them in there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I get kind of moody when I find artists that are not respecting tattoos.
Yeah, and they're like, Infinity Sign, too cool for Infinity Sign. I'm booked out of 6 months. So don't you understand that Infinity Sign might represent something in her life, remind her of her mom and dad, and that small Infinity Sign is going to turn into a sleeve, you know? If you take 30 minutes to make this person feel special, like the only person in your shop that matters right now, when she wants more, who's she gonna come back to? She's gonna come back to the guy that was patient with her, listen to her ideas. You know, we can't let them step on everything. You know, we gotta listen to them, but sometimes they don't know what they want. We gotta show them the way. But just make them feel special, hear them out, take their ideas, and, you know, create something and do. They remember that till the day they die. You know, people remember these interactions, you know, this 30-minute interaction. Like, man, that guy was so nice. He listened to me. He gave me something I'm proud of. And when they want that sleeve, they're going to come right back to you.
Exactly. That's the way I used to put it to everybody. It's like, you got to, you know, tattooing is more than actually sitting down and putting ink in them.
Oh, it's sacred.
Time for your clients.
Yeah, this is sacred. Sacred, man.
That was one of the biggest things when I opened the shop was that I went the extra mile to make people happy and show them appreciation. And I remember that was the room. That was what ran around town. You know, like that I was the nice guy. Sometimes the other tattooers didn't like me for that.
Like, who's this guy being nice to people?
They didn't like me. But,
dude.
I think it's better that there's so many artists that's their attitude now.
And that's the type of place I want, and I can feel it at your studio too. You got a place where people come in, feel comfortable, they're not intimidated. You know, we're gonna be patient with them, hear them out, and gonna be nice. Why not? Dude, they're taking their hard-earned money, giving us their perfect skin, and giving us the right to deform it. You know, like,
I feel like we have the greatest life that anybody could ever have. And we don't have it without them.
At all.
If we don't have clients, we don't have this life. So we need to give them the most respect.
you can be a talented dick, but nobody will want your tattoos.
Exactly.
You can be, dude, you can be the baddest artist in North America. You'll get some people to come see you, you know, but dude, people, they don't care how good you are, you know. And I believe word of mouth is your best or worst friend, you know. Like, if they love you, they're gonna tell everybody. But if they hate you, you're gonna go viral. You know. So you gotta be careful how you treat people, man. And hey, like I said, that 30-minute tattoo, treat them with respect, man, and they're gonna respect you so much more. They're gonna come back tenfold. I got people I've been tattooing for 10 years, bro, since I moved to Wichita.
Yeah.
People that have, you can see on their arm the growth of Denzel Bailey, you know. So I appreciate them because, like you said, we're nothing without them. We have no career without them.
I got a few clients. They've been tattooed by people that are better than me.
Yeah, dude.
And they've not gone anywhere else since.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I have, like, after I had my surgery, I told people it's going to be months until I can get you in. And I had to move a lot of people around. And it was really cool that I had a list of artists that I feel like I could pass everybody to and feel comfortable they were going to get the work. But none of them wanted to. They wanted to stick with
They'd
me.
rather wait on you. Yeah, I feel that.
Even one guy, he was in a hurry. He was like, is there any way I could book like a lot of appointments? I'll come in twice a week and work on a different section. He wanted to do his whole entire leg in space.
Yeah.
And he was really in a hurry.
Right.
And then I felt bad when all that stuff went. I was hurting so much. I would not be able to do that tattoo.
But he didn't mind at all.
Nope.
He just want to wait on you. Yeah.
I think I get to actually work on him next month.
Yeah. See, that says a lot about you, man. Because if you didn't treat him with respect, like, well, Brian does good work, but it's kind of a dick. So I'm going to go somewhere. But you treat him with respect. So he'd rather wait than go to somebody else.
Exactly.
You know?
And I think I was going to end up sending him to Jason because I felt like it was a piece that Jason would have done a great job on. And he would have got a good tattoo. Yeah. Jason said he was cool about it. He said he'd make him a priority and get him in the schedule sooner and everything.
Yeah, so that's great, man.
But then the guy said, I'm comfortable with you.
Yeah, dude.
And stuff.
Dude. Yeah, so just to say, man, like all that to say, like respect the craft, man. Exactly. And they respect you tenfold, man.
Exactly.
Like this means a lot to me. I love being a tattooer. It's a blessing. You know, you don't even have to be religious to understand a blessing in life, you know. Like to be able to do this, man. So many people wake up and hate their job, you know. I've been there. I've had jobs that I hated, and man, I get to draw for a living, you know. And like we said, it's sacred. So the people are sharing this moment in their life with you, and they'll be 90 years old, and they remember how Brian made them feel for the 30 minutes of time with them. So like, you got to take it serious, you know, and not be an asshole. Like, we're not always right, you know. I've had clients have ideas, and I'm like, what, you want this? But we do it. I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. I'm glad we did it, you know. Like, I don't let them know, you know, that I'm not really feeling it, because I'm gonna hear you out. And people are like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so picky, or sorry you had to watch this. I'm like, dude, let's do it. Let's watch it off 10 times if we have to. If we need to watch this stencil off 10 times, please tell me you don't like it. I'd rather you tell me 10 times than go home and you hate it, you know?
I always tell people, like, here's the design. If there's a couple things you don't like about it, let's change it. Yeah. Now, if we have to rework a whole different design, that's a different story.
Different story. We might need to come back another day.
You come in, you were wanting a phoenix, and suddenly it's like, I'm thinking a dragon.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to go home.
Yeah. Now we need another appointment now. I can't sit here and design a whole new piece.
But if they want subtle changes, there's just something they don't like about it, I could tweak it, and that's another reason why I like the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
I can make it easily.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember days of having to restart a mandala. Or when because you had to do the mandala on one side and then flip it and trace it on the other side, and then you had to do the stencil by hand, and then if you stick the stencil and it's too bled out, you have to make another stencil by hand. You remember that shit? Like, I didn't use a thermofax till I went to electric chair.
Really?
I had never touched one until I went to the electric chair.
See, I used a couple of them before I apprenticed.
Yeah.
But on my apprenticeship, that was real crazy. So here's our process. I had to get the design, the outline sheet, trace it out on tracing paper.
Yep.
Then I think I flipped it upside down, and then I had to retrace it with a hectograph pencil. So it's like the purple stuff that's for your stencil. Yeah. It's in a pencil lead form.
Oh.
So it's like a color pencil.
Yeah.
So you have to trace all that on.
And that was your stencil.
Uh-huh. It
Oh
was
man,
so much work, and it
damn.
was so messy.
Yeah, I bet it was.
They joke
That's
about
crazy.
how easily you can get stencils,
Oh
the
yeah.
little purple smudges on your face and
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
No, you're not leaving the shop
yeah.
without purple on you
Oh
somewhere
yeah,
with those
somewhere,
pencils.
somewhere.
I even remember around the drawing area, if we would mop around it,
Yeah.
the mop would get like I just knew not to get so close to it
Oh yeah.
because if I did, here's a big purple
Oh yeah.
streak
It's gonna
coming out
sharp everywhere, dude.
because there was just little fine powder everywhere.
Dude, I've been seeing people. They'll get a paintbrush and a spirit sheet and
Yeah, yeah.
paint the stencil on. That's really cool, actually.
You could actually get that and like get the thing and put it in water and it gets it all soaked off and
Yeah.
all that. But they also make that like for body piercers, they actually make a bottle of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I bet it's the same as what you put in the printer for the new Brother
It's
printers.
probably a lot like that.
Yeah, because that stuff is so saturated, bro. Like it'll
'Cause-
stain you for days.
yeah,
Save the stuff.
that's a lot of like what the body piercers have. They have the liquid stencil.
Oh yeah.
And they for them to like kind of mark the spots with like a kind of like a toothpick.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Just
can kind of just do that.
dip the tip and put your spot down.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Man. So are you from Wichita?
Originally.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
I was born in California,
Yeah.
but we moved here when I was real young. My dad was in the Air Force.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I grew up here pretty much most of my life.
Yeah. So
When I was real little, I actually grew up just right up the street,
Yeah.
base housing.
oh, okay,
So
okay.
I know this area pretty well.
Yeah, yeah. You're familiar with this area. You've seen Wichita grow a lot. You saw the industry grow with it. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was telling you it was the last time I was in here. Anytime you watch those videos of the anniversary of that big tornado,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it was the one from the 90s that was just really big that just destroyed so
Tore up
much.
everything.
Literally, the video of it is sucking up houses
Wow.
in the field right behind your building.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Right behind us, right here.
It was right before all these buildings were put up here.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I didn't know that, man. And dude, I thought it was about to come down yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it pretty bad over on your side?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It
We got it.
took a lot of trees out.
Yeah.
And
Same.
it was real bad. And then my wife was driving home.
Yeah.
And like when it was really bad.
Yeah.
It was a little bit after 5,
Mm-hmm.
and she could barely see in front of her. She was like, "Was there a tornado where I was at?"
Shit.
Because it was so bad, tree limbs just flying sideways
Yeah, bro.
everywhere, and so
Yeah.
I was definitely a little worried and concerned on her drive
Yeah,
home.
yeah, that's what I text my wife. I was like, "Hey, are you and the kids out right now?" Because I know they were with her, but she's like, "No, I'm at work. They're with my sister, so they're good."
Yeah.
So I was worrying, like, park somewhere right now, like, because in my neighborhood, there's trees everywhere. Luckily, ours didn't fall. I park under the tree every day,
Yeah,
so if
yeah.
it would have fell, my truck was gonna eat all of it, you know.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, luckily, man, we didn't catch any of that.
Yeah.
Man.
I got real lucky on that because
Yeah.
I had a pretty big branch down, but nothing on nobody's stuff.
Yeah.
So and then I got a real good landlord.
Yeah.
He takes care of the house real well.
Nice,
So
nice.
he had a crew out
Yeah.
already right away,
Nice.
cut that thing up, and had it hauled off just instantly.
Nice. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's a bright side of renting, dude.
Uh-huh.
You know, a lot of people don't like it, but man, it's kind of convenient having somebody else to do that stuff.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
something go wrong in the house, you don't have to do it because we bought in College Hill, and it was cool. But man, 100-year-old house has 100-year-old problems. You know
Oh,
what I
I
mean?
bet.
Everything, the foundation, the siding, the roof, the plumbing.
Yeah.
Hot water heater went out like a week after we moved in, like everything, man. So right now we're renting until we decide exactly. Because for a while we were thinking about going to Corpus. I hadn't talked about it much, but thought about moving. But I like it here, you know.
Yeah.
So I'll be here for a while. But till we decide what exactly we're gonna do next, we're gonna rent for a while.
I feel like, if I had the choice of here in Corpus,
Yeah.
I'd probably stay here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Corpus is nice. I like the island speed. You know what I mean? Everybody's chilling. Nobody's in a hurry. Just hanging out. You know. I love that. But hurricanes.
Oh,
Scared of
yeah.
the hurricanes. man.
Yeah.
And it's more expensive out there because you got the beach. It's a tourist destination. You know. But yeah, Wichita. I'll always have a home here, dude. I always come back. I'll try to keep a shop here if everything goes well. You know. So far, we got a good team.
Yeah.
They say when you got a good crew, your ship will sell itself, you know.
Yeah.
So right now it's cruising, and I plan on Yeah, Wichita has become home. It's been 10
Yeah.
years now since I've been here.
Yeah.
I like it.
The only thing I don't like is the change in weather from
Yeah,
so cold
yeah,
to so hot.
yeah, really hot. I just don't like the snow, bro. That's my
Yeah.
only complaint about
I
Wichita.
agree
Yeah,
100%.
that's my only complaint about Wichita, bro, is the snow just coming from the south, man. I'm used to the humidity. Being hot, being 100 degrees, I can handle that. But
Hmm.
-12, -20 with a foot of snow,
Yeah.
that's not for me, bro.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that myself either.
Yeah, it's not for me. That's my only complaint about Wichita. Other than that, is it's not sexy. We don't have beaches, but it's a great cost of living.
Hmm.
Cool, like got a southern hospitality feel.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got whatever you want. You got the big city,
Exactly.
you got the countryside, you got
Yeah.
concerts, a baseball team.
People like us could dominate here
Yeah.
too,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
where it's harder when you're in these big cities with
Yeah.
so many artists.
Oh man, I tell people all the time, like they be like, "I'm gonna get out of this small town, go to New York or go to L.A." Like, dude, you can't make it in small town Kansas. Like, what are you gonna do in New York,
Yeah.
where it's 1,000 of you, or
Hmm.
10,000 of you, in New York or L.A. Whereas I'm not sure the regulations, so I don't want to get the line, but I think it's way easier than here. Like, I think for a while it wasn't any regulations, right? But
Yeah.
now it's a little bit more.
Yeah, they've added regulations,
Yeah.
but in LA, I think they got zoning
Yeah.
that's even rougher than ours.
Oh, okay.
It's not just a classification of property and you
Yeah.
have to be so many feet away from everything.
Yeah.
They're now trying to make everyone open in just certain areas, and that is it.
Yeah, see, but places like New Mexico, no, New Mexico's tough. I got a guy out there. He told me how strict they are.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it's way more. I thought Kansas was the worst. New Mexico's even
Really?
worse. Yeah, but I know Arizona, no regulations,
Yeah.
and Colorado didn't have any for a while, but now
Yeah.
they're tightening up.
There's a lot of states doing that. Missouri, for the longest time, didn't have any.
Yeah,
Now they do.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I think it's good to have regulations. Just they don't need to over regulate us.
yeah. And I think like we spoke about it in the past, having tattooers that ahead of some of these
Yes.
leadership roles, because we understand it, uh KBOC, they do the best they can, and sometimes I worry that tattooers are put on the back burner, because we're such a small percentage of what the KBOC, that's
Uh,
Kansas Board of Cosmetology for people that don't know.
my
I'm sorry.
I think the only bad thing about that is so well KBOC is kind of like that. So on the actual board where we get to make some of the decisions,
Yeah,
we're just some things we're not control
yeah,
are out of our control because of legislation.
yeah,
They
yeah,
run it, and then
yeah,
we have KDHE.
yeah.
Then they're also regulate certain things. But then that's why we have a board member from every category that
Yeah.
they regulate. But I feel like with body art, we need a couple more
Mhm.
because we don't just have tattooing. We
Yeah.
have body piercing. I need
Yeah.
a body piercing representative there,
Yeah.
and even cosmetic tattooing.
So I was about to say,
And then I think from there we would have three members,
yeah,
and then we could have a subcommittee between us that we could actually discuss the body art.
yeah,
The only problem is whenever we have meetings,
Mhm.
they all have to be public, and
Okay.
there's a lot of rules against us. There's a lot of rules that are over from the legislation
yeah,
that's KBOC has to follow. No other groups or departments have to follow those. Only KBOC.
man,
There's some people in certain departments in the government in Kansas that they don't like KBOC
Oh,
from
I bet.
past people.
yeah, I bet, dude.
Past people have riled things up and caused some issues. Some of the executive directors in the past,
Yeah,
and so we still deal with it.
kind of rub people the wrong way. Now they take it out on the whole board forever.
Like right now, I have my issues with the board. I think
Yeah.
a lot of it is because I'm a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
I don't get listened to as much as they do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the legal stuff where I don't really push a lot because I don't know as much as they do. So I
Yeah.
kind of let them do the work for that.
Yeah,
But when it comes to body art, it's time to listen to me.
yeah.
And sometimes I feel they don't. And
Yeah.
we're kind of butting heads about one subject that I feel like makes zero sense. And then we were doing things that I don't think should be allowed.
Yeah,
And then suddenly I get to another subject that's not really a big deal, and it seems like it's a huge deal,
Yeah.
and they don't want to budge on it. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, why did we budge about this other thing that's public health?
Right. Right.
When we actually did the regulations for temporary permits,
Hmm.
Dave Tucker, he was like he was really pushing it to be a certain way because of safety to the public
Yeah. Yeah.
and to protect the rest of us.
Yeah.
And so he didn't want to budge.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of what caused him to lose his position. And then they shoved me in his place,
Yeah.
is because he refused to budge.
Yeah.
He was protecting us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think he was doing the right thing, man.
he was. He didn't want us to just take any artist from all over the state. They needed to have certain qualifications.
Yeah.
And I agreed 100%. Anytime Dave would say, hey, no, we need to not do this, I'm like, all right, I'm on with you.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
definitely knew what he was doing. He was very passionate about his job.
Yeah.
And I think we need a lot more people on the board that's that passionate, because I think it lacks passion
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Jason's wife just got appointed.
Yeah. What's her position?
So she's actually on the board on, I believe, cosmetology.
Like for the, like in a, what kind of position? Like, is it in the office or like
No.
for the?
So she's actually on the board just like I am.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So she's going to help. So the board, the hierarchy is we are the top with the executive director,
Yeah.
and then everything trickles down.
Yeah.
And technically, we're kind of above the executive director.
Yeah.
So, we can let that person
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, because I saw that he posted. That's great that she got appointed,
Yeah.
but I had no idea what it was.
Mhm.
So like she'll be like at the meetings with
Yes.
you, like this. Okay,
Yes.
sharing the change, helping
Yeah.
with the changes and stuff. That's
Yeah.
great.
So
That's great.
she's got the job. She's appointed by the governor,
Yeah.
and she's at the top.
And
right there with
what
us.
what I love about it is she's a Cosmo, so she's gonna help her side, but her husband is a tattooer, so
Yeah.
she's gonna look out for both sides,
Yes.
but doing it respectfully, like
Oh yeah, I believe she'll do it respectfully and
yeah,
professionally.
yeah, yeah,
I think the good thing about that is that she's going to be able to have one that understand, or be one person that understands,
Yeah.
and will listen,
yeah,
and where some people don't understand it.
yeah.
And nothing against who she replaced,
Oh yeah, yeah,
but and I'm not sure she really understood. She was
yeah,
she ran cosmetology, but I don't know.
yeah.
It's just like she was on the board way back when a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
didn't want the board taking over tattooing.
Yeah.
And some people feel that way. And then there's other board members I feel don't have enough time
Yeah.
to dedicate to everything.
Right.
And those are the people I'm reaching out to that
Yeah.
don't listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
that's why I was getting at. Like, I wish in a perfect world, I feel like we need our own board.
Yeah.
I think we're big enough to have our own board, and the testing go through us,
Mm-hmm.
all your hours, and we have our own ergometrics. Like we write the test, update the test, do the testing, the written, the practical. We do the inspections because we know what to look for. Dude, I didn't know some of the inspectors, like they're cosmos. Like they might be. I guess they're trained on what to look for, but I think it just makes sense to have tattooers inspecting. Like,
I would agree 100%.
Yeah.
The only thing I would disagree with that would be
yeah,
competition.
yeah, being
and,
biased. Yeah, okay,
It's in a perfect world, I feel like people like us,
yeah,
we would be fair with
yeah,
everybody.
yeah, for sure. Because we don't have any issues. Yeah, yeah,
It's like I can go do a ride along with our inspector
Yeah.
and see what she says and all that stuff. I think it's not allowed
Yeah.
if it goes to tattoo shops.
yeah, yeah,
Because they say walk into one of the trashier shops
yeah,
and they have a violation. They can stand up and feel like I told her to tell
Yeah.
them that.
Oh.
I don't want them around because of that.
yeah.
Me, I don't care. I mean, I will get you if you're violating.
That makes sense. I bet somebody thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Hey, what if we have tattooers doing it?" Well, they might think he just hates on them, or you
Yeah.
know what I mean. That's a good. And I love our inspectors, Miss Kathy. She's awesome.
Oh yeah, she's real good.
I like her, man. She's cool. Yeah, she inspected the shows for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's real good at. She does her job. She does her job to a point where I'm like, makes me a little grumpy. But she's only doing her job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So she's not
definitely.
she's not the villain.
Yeah, yeah. And even if she loves you, she's still gonna do her job.
Yeah.
That's what I respect.
That's how Ava used to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man.
And
Dude. Yeah.
Ava was she's a nice lady until
Yeah.
you made her not be a nice lady.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It felt like SWAT was in town when
Oh
Ava
yeah.
came in the shop,
Oh yeah.
man.
But
Oh man.
but right now with Kathy, like the only problem is again it's her job to do
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
but it's with the convention
Yeah.
about the solid partitions
Yeah.
between the tattoo artists and vendors that
That's
I
what they
don't think
want.
needs to be a thing, but that's a state regulation.
By between tattooers and vendors. Okay. Okay.
So that's why, when I had it, I had to have
Yeah.
that big separation. I had to put all the artists in a big group
Yep.
and all that.
Yep.
That's what I have to do. And
That
then
makes sense. We were on the other side of the wall. I
mhm.
remember that. Yeah.
And when I was involved with the other convention, the two floors
Yeah.
helped with that.
Yeah.
So I had
Okay.
to have all the artists. Originally, we were going to put certain artists up there
Yeah.
and then have other artists downstairs.
Yeah.
But then it was like about the solid partitions. She was like, you got to have them all up there. And it's like,
Everybody. Yeah.
okay, we'll make that work.
Yeah.
But it puts a big strain on me.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I need some of those vendors to help pay
Yeah.
the facility and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And it's harder on them to make money. So
Yeah.
they don't want to come back, and that's understandable.
Right. Right.
But when they're shoved in a corner
Mm-hmm.
and everybody walks in, and as soon as they see where the tattoos are,
Mm-hmm.
they beeline to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're done caring about everybody else.
That's
and
what
I
I was
need
thinking.
them to see everybody.
That's what I was thinking. Because at that other one, the party was upstairs. People
Yep.
came for the party.
Yep.
And they got money out of ATM for the party.
Yep.
So when they spend their money, all right, let's go home.
Yep.
I don't want to spend any more money with the vendors, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because
I'm hoping that was also fear of the elections coming up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that people are just scared to spend money.
yeah, yeah.
We're going to find out how different it is hopefully
Yeah.
this year. That's the big thing with the change in venue and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm excited to have it at K-Star, man. That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a good time. Every artist I've told out of state about it, they're excited because tattoo artists like to gamble. We love
Oh,
casinos.
Oh, yeah.
And then the hotels over there, the restaurants, the buffet.
That's it right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Was, well, they don't have the buffet no more,
Oh,
but they
yeah.
have a food court. So it's like more restaurants.
Yeah, I didn't know
So
that.
that's the only thing they just got rid of that and they changed it to that. It's like,
Yeah.
I think it's like four or five restaurants.
Yeah. I
So
didn't
it's
know
really
that.
cool. And then I think you could do pickup orders
Yeah.
and delivery, and you could take those into
Yeah.
the arena.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Nice.
like you can't bring food in, like say if you went to McDonald's on the way.
Yeah, yeah.
But like if you got it at one of their restaurants, yeah, you can bring it into
Yeah.
the arena.
See, that's nice too.
That's the only complaint I've had to deal with was
Can't
food
bring stuff in.
situations.
Yeah, yeah. We couldn't even bring water in.
Yeah.
We couldn't
And
bring anything.
Century 2
Yeah.
had told me they were going to have so much more options.
Yeah.
Wasn't true.
Nah.
Too many issues with them, so that's why I'm not putting it on there anymore. I plan on making the show so big that they're
Yeah.
going to say, "Hey, we would really like to have you
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
We'll make these changes work for
Yeah,
you."
yeah, exactly, dude. Because if I was Century 2, I wouldn't want you to get away.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, hey, let's sign a contract. Let's do this every year. Let's
Yeah.
have a contract right now.
Kansas Star's a little more for the size,
Yeah,
but I just think it's worth it
Yeah.
because of all what they're giving.
yeah, yeah. We don't have to worry about ordering food. We got restaurants there.
Yep.
We got entertainment there. Might be a show or something going on.
There's so much stuff
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So we got the arena's nice alone,
Yeah,
but then so you can go out there and you can gamble. You
Yeah.
have so much more food options. I mean, one of them is like one restaurant's really expensive, but it's like really good food.
yeah,
Then you got, of course, pizza and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And instead of having a little drink bar that has like 5 or 6 different drinks,
right.
you can go out there to the bar and to a full bar.
Yeah, yeah.
And then both places had a hotel connected, so that's
Right.
nice. But I know Hampton Inn that it's a nice hotel there. We went,
Yeah.
we did some filming in the rooms, so we could build advertisement for renting out the rooms.
Nice.
And right now, I mean, if you don't want to drive back and forth, we got discount rooms.
Yeah,
So
that's not a bad offer, man. Yeah, just being able to stay right there and walk to my booth every
Exactly.
day. That'd be great.
like the wife and I, we're just going to go ahead and get a room, and it's just going to be easier. We don't want to drive home.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
I
drive
agree,
back
dude.
early because we're going to have to spend I'll have to be there a couple hours before everybody else is going.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
I agree. I think that's a good idea.
And then like when we did the first convention with the other one, we did the after party, and that kind of fell through because where we had it,
Yeah.
they were going to serve food later,
Yeah.
but they just didn't.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So we all showed up, and there was no food.
Oh, at what was that spot we went to downtown?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I like to stay on good terms with them, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
mention
yeah.
it.
That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say it. But yeah,
I still like the place,
Good-
but it was
great
an
place.
honest mistake.
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. Great place. Yeah,
It's just weird that so many places stop serving food.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
early.
yeah. I'm glad we were on the same page. I wasn't gonna say it if you didn't say
Yeah.
it. But
I-
that is
I
a
still
really
like
cool,
them,
really
so.
cool place. Love the setup outside.
Yeah.
And if you have their food is great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So I still love the place.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Speaking of, I'm trying to get all the artists to go there this Saturday.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard back from very many.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm free Saturday. We can still hang out.
Okay.
I say we just show up and post in the group chat like, hey, we're having a drink.
Yeah,
Does anybody
where
want to
y'all
join?
at?
Yeah, I'm down to have a drink if you are.
Cool.
Yep. Saturdays I'm free and Sundays, man. Monday through Friday, man. I'm here.
Jason said he was going to let all the other guys there
Yeah.
know too.
Yeah, I'll
But I
tell
think-
everybody here too.
Cool. I think the biggest thing is having the ones that want to do the competition.
Yeah.
I think maybe a quick little chat about
Yeah.
how we should do it.
Yeah.
And then we could, I could change the rules and finalize them, and then
Yeah.
push that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that'd be a good time for us all to get on the same page because I'm excited about that, man. And it'll show everybody like, man, this is friendly competition. We all love
Exactly.
each other, man. We're inspired. Let's work together,
Yeah.
do some cool pieces, and hey, that's what it's about.
And that's some of the filming I want to do
Yeah.
to put in stuff.
Yeah.
Especially showing more us, the
Yeah.
locals.
Yeah.
I want to show everybody else from that work the convention later, but I want to show it's about us. This
Yeah.
is a Kansas thing.
Hell yeah, dude. Emerald City, man. I love it.
So
I love it. And I think it's gonna be many years of it. It's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
a premiere show.
Definitely.
It's in the center of the U.S., man. It's gonna get bigger and bigger.
I keep getting asked, like, are you going to want to do another one?
Yeah.
Another convention? I'm like, I'm not sure if I do.
Yeah.
I got asked from a couple people
Yeah.
about going out to Topeka.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Capital.
I want to do that. I'll help somebody else do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I want to. I just want to focus on one and do a
Yeah.
good job on one.
Yeah.
Maybe if we did like a mini one for some of us.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I hadn't been to Topeka, man. I know it's the capital city, but I have no idea what it's like. I've never spent any time out there, dude.
I'll let you know in the future if you want
Yeah.
to go out there.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think they need to do the next one since Jason's wife is new.
Mm-hmm.
I think doing it in person's best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're getting ready to try to move the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the building's actually moving from where it's at.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, man.
Big changes with the board right now.
Yeah, I'm petitioning for a tattoo board.
I think it
A
can
bullet
happen.
board. Yeah, man.
The thing is, we would have to probably. It would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
We need to. What's the right word they call it? Lobby.
Yeah.
For it.
You need lobbyists to help push it. And I've
Yeah.
learned from past endeavors that when it's 1 horsepower, they don't take you serious.
No,
you
they
need, if we have a collective of artists, like we have 50 to 100 guys that are like, hey, we feel this way, we want it.
Yeah.
That's when legislators are like, okay, this is something that needs to
I
happen.
think we can make that happen. And
Yeah.
I bet I can get 2 members, like both Dave and Matt,
Yeah.
involved in that.
Yeah.
And they're both very smart. They
Yeah.
really know their thing, and they're passionate for this stuff. Matt just quit the board because of too much problems
Yeah.
with the board.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling it right now.
Mr. Goss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
But he's a very smart guy. He
Yeah.
really knows what he's talking about and stuff. So
Yeah.
he would be valuable in a
Yeah.
situation like that.
Yeah.
Then we need area representatives to
Yeah.
help us. That's the reason why the convention thing happened.
Yeah.
We had Pat Proctor help
Oh,
us out
okay.
on it.
Yeah, I didn't know
But,
that, man.
I think we could reach out to Silas Miller.
Yeah. Silas is his sister's a tattooer, and he was a stylist for a while, or barber. I'm not sure.
Stylist.
Yeah, but
And he was an instructor.
yeah. So he loves and cares about the industry,
Yeah, he does.
tattooing and Cosmo alike.
And he's just a good guy. He stands up for things that people need help, and they need someone to stand up for them.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, man. And I think that's great, man. We just need, like you said, a voice, and I think with enough people, they'll listen.
Yeah. Well, I try to be everybody's voice.
Yeah.
But, I don't get hurt very much.
Yeah,
I've
that
been getting
sucks,
hurt
man.
lately right now.
Yeah, yeah.
It took me getting mad.
Yeah, man. Why? Hey, it takes that sometimes for them to take you serious because they will try to run over you.
Yeah,
You know.
I threatened the chairman with a lawsuit and stuff
Yeah,
for a few various
yeah,
subjects,
yeah,
and then he gave me a call.
yeah. Like, all
So we
right, we
started
can
talking,
talk.
but
We
it's
can
kind of
talk.
it's
Yeah,
veered off a little bit.
yeah,
But I'm gonna the next board meeting because I was very grouchy on the last one.
yeah,
I was very different than I normally
yeah,
am. I'm a pretty nice, quiet guy.
yeah,
But
yeah,
when I even got told I don't represent the tattoo community, and I just kind of was like, the fuck I don't.
They told you
That
that?
is why I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah. What am I here for then?
There's no purpose in me being there unless I'm
Yeah,
representing
yeah,
something. And honestly, I don't want to be on
yeah,
it. If
yeah,
I'm not going to do anything to help everybody, I
yeah,
don't want to be on there.
yeah. If my voice doesn't matter, find somebody else to do this, man. Yeah,
I just think certain decisions get made, and then sometimes the board member on tattooing ends up being the villain.
yeah,
I think there's a few people that didn't like Dave
yeah,
because certain laws got passed,
hmm,
but Dave stood up.
yeah,
He was actually fighting it,
yeah,
and things just happened. And the new regulations that got there, I barely even got time to comb over them
hmm,
before they pushed them.
yeah,
And I'm still fighting with them to re-bring them back. We
yeah,
need to discuss them. They haven't been triple stamped yet.
yeah,
So we need to discuss them, and we need to maybe see if there needs to be changes.
yeah.
This whole two apprentice things and 500 hours,
Oh no.
not enough.
Oh no. Nah.
It is not good
Yeah,
enough.
dude, and you could argue 12 is not enough. Like,
Yeah,
because the thing about New Mexico I mentioned earlier, they have 14,
yeah,
and I think they have to renew every year. I think.
yeah,
It's just so much because I had a booth in Colorado beside a guy from New Mexico,
yeah,
and I was like, "Yeah, Kansas is one of the hardest." He's like, "Nah, not like
yeah,
this,"
yeah.
and he broke it down. New Mexico's tough, dude.
Oh, I
So
bet.
like, and you could still argue 14 is not enough
You
if you
can.
want to be technical, but
Now,
500, man,
I think it depends on how you look at it.
yeah,
Do I think the regulations need to do some cleaning up and changing? Yeah.
yeah,
I don't think it's necessary to learn machines
oh
and
yeah,
needles
yeah,
anymore,
yeah,
but I think there needs to be a lot more education on bloodborne pathogen
oh yeah,
training.
yeah,
That's a huge part
yeah,
of it.
yeah, and that's what matters, man. The sanitation side of it,
Hmm.
and I learned that about Kansas. You know, they take that serious. It could be tightened, but I know they don't care about if you can draw a stick figure as
Yeah,
long
they
as you're
don't.
clean.
Yeah.
If you can not spread diseases, you know,
Yeah.
you can tattoo professionally.
It's definitely a hard one to really grade anybody over, anyways.
Yeah, yeah,
Because what's somebody's opinion going to be on a traditional tattoo to a
exactly,
portrait?
exactly.
Someone may look at like, well, that looks like a person, so that's better. When
Yeah,
actually, it could actually be messier,
hmm,
and a
yeah,
traditional could actually be a clean,
yep,
solid,
yep.
good-looking
Yeah,
tattoo.
and I could make a living doing stick figures every day
Yeah,
for the rest of my life.
yeah,
So you can't. How could you tell me that's wrong or that's not a good tattoo?
yeah.
So that's subjective, but
I mean,
it's
there's things called trash polka.
oh yeah,
It's
oh
made
yeah,
to look like it's bad,
yeah. It's supposed to
but
be a mess.
when it's done well,
Yeah,
it when you know what you're looking at,
yeah,
you know it's done
yeah.
good.
It's organized noise.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
organized chaos.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's just man. I think that's all subjective, and as long as you can prevent cross contamination
That's
and
it. That's what's important.
you can do it, you know. So I think 500, man. I think that's a joke, and I think they're doing that to compete with Missouri. Because
That
what's Missouri,
and
360 or 300?
I don't remember,
Yeah.
but that was put together with discussing laws with artists from other states
Hmm.
and not with us.
Oh, yeah,
And I think that was a lot of the issues.
yeah,
It was a different executive
yeah,
director from many years
yeah,
ago.
yeah,
And yeah, so it's a mess, and it
yeah,
got tabled.
yeah,
And I think it got tabled because of Dave throwing a
yeah,
fit, and he saved a lot of people
yeah,
back then. And unfortunately, I couldn't quite stop it.
yeah,
Like I didn't know enough about it.
yeah,
And I think it was pushed that
yeah,
way so
yeah,
that I didn't know enough about what was going on in it,
yeah,
and they could just push it through. And
yeah.
I was the only one that voted against it.
Mm. And they still just push it through, man.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, I would, and not saying Missouri's hierarchy and training is a joke, but I just being passionate about what goes into this. Like, if somebody told me 1,200 hours is not enough to know tattooing, I'm like, you're correct.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
even after year 2, year 5 of apprenticeship, dude, you're still an apprentice, you know?
Yeah.
2 to 5 years, you're still a baby. You don't know what the hell you're doing.
I agree.
You don't know shit, you know? And even, dude, I had dinner with Nunez, right? And he told me something that stuck with me. He was like, I know what I know, but I really don't know shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And that stuck with me forever. Like, so that's why I always be a student to it. But just going back to that, like, 1,200, that's not enough, man. The training never stops. We're still a student.
It's
Still a student.
still going.
Even to this day, like, especially working conventions, you know, like, it's not the cleanest environment to get a tattoo, you know.
I agree.
And not to stray anybody away from it. I'm just saying, like, I think we have to be sharper, you know, because we got people floating around in and out of bathrooms and unwrapping, wrapping, and it's just, man, there's so much that can go wrong at a convention center. So, like, we have to stay sharp on our cleanliness, you know, because
I tried to be real strict on those rules on the very first one.
Yeah.
Was like nobody doing, you know, you got to use the Techoderm or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I
yeah.
tried to really push that.
Yeah.
Making sure you're cleaning your client off very well.
Dude.
We got to keep it clean, and that
got-
was
you
because
got
that was
people.
first time.
So we have to just be aware of what we're doing, what we're touching our clients, touching your lights and stuff. Just be careful, you know, because anything can go wrong.
Where we're getting stricter on the rules this year on that, just for protecting, especially when I got people from out of state come in when I don't know what their state regulations fully are.
Yeah.
Most of them are just Missouri and Oklahoma right now. But,
Dude, I try to tell them, like, dude, infection can be as simple as bumping into a wall, man.
Yes.
You know, pushing a cart at the grocery store and touch your tattoo, you know.
Yep.
It can just be anything, dude.
It don't take much.
Nah. It's simple, dude. And microorganism. One can turn into a whole infected piece, you know. One little tiny, you can't even see it. It's but you know, it's just that simple. So we have to be sharp when we're at these places doing these tattoos, man.
I think we're definitely going to push it.
Yeah.
I kind of tossed around making a little video ahead of time, showing everybody a couple little steps to help protect you, protect your client, and everything.
Yeah, that's good. That's different.
That's why we have our own release forms at the show.
That's good.
Because you don't know what somebody else is doing. And we got to protect ourselves on that legally. So, well, on that, I think we're going to finish this up.
Yeah, man.
So,
I think this was great, man. We got plenty.
Definitely
Great
chatting
conversation
with you.
Yeah, always, man.
We're definitely turning this into 2 of them.
Hell yeah.
It's long enough.
Yeah, dude. This was great, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Definitely. I appreciate you.
Yep. Looking forward to being at Airmo City, October 3rd through the 5th. But
happy to
till
have
then, you can catch me at HiiiPower Tattoo, 2626 South Rock Road, Suite 114. I could see that it focused on me. Thank you, man.
Yep.